What's going on, my people's Fire Sensei in the house? And basically today what I wanted to do is discuss different tactics that I use, different tactics that I employ to assist the fragrance in one, getting compliments, and two, making the fragrance last longer and have better projection. I'm going to share some of these tricks and tips with you guys. Hopefully you get some value out of it. If you do, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like, turn on that bell so you can get that notification every time I post a video, and let's get it popping. So the first tactic that I want to share with you guys is simple, it's quick, it's easy, it don't take a lot of effort. It's overspraying. Overspraying is the quickest and easiest way to get the fragrance to push more and to get more value out of the fragrance. Yes, you're spending more of the juice, but technically you want to do that because you buy the fragrance to smell good. You buy the fragrance so others can smell it, and you buy the fragrance because you want to receive compliments. Some people say that they wear the fragrance for personal use because they want to smell it, but I call BS on that. If you did want to do that, you would just spray it on a strip, on a test strip, and just put it in your pocket and sniff it whenever you get the itch. But you know what I'm saying, whatever, to each his own. But if you're looking for compliments and you want the fragrance to push, overspraying is the quickest and fastest way to get that done. The second tactic is simple. It's understanding the fragrance, knowing the situation, where you're gonna be at. Are you talking about wearing it for work? Are you going to the club? Are you going to the gym? Are you on the bus? Are you on the train? You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand what the situation is and what fragrance is that you're gonna wear. So you need to understand the fragrance. You need to learn the fragrance. You need to have a knowledge of how it works, how it performs is very important. For example, a fragrance like La Nuit de L'Homme by YSL, we understand that this fragrance is gonna probably last you a good 4 hours, 5 hours, great smell. And it works great for intimate situations, but you don't only necessarily wear it for intimate situations. If you're wearing it for intimate situations like a date or something like that, yeah, you're gonna spray, 4, 5, 6 sprays and you're good to go, because it's gonna be intimate. You wanna pull this person in and you want them close. You're gonna have them close. But if you're going to the bar, for example, 5, 6 sprays, it ain't gonna cut it. It ain't gonna cut it. You're gonna need 20, 25 sprays in order to help it, do its thing so people can smell it. So understanding the fragrance, knowing the fragrance is very important. Under that same subject, a fragrance like Red Tobacco by Mancera, you cannot apply the same rule as this one, because we know this on its own, it's a freaking monster. This is eternal. This is gonna last forever. So you don't wanna spray 20 sprays of this. You can still overspray, because I'm an oversprayer, but it's gonna be different. You understand that if you're gonna go to the office and you're gonna wear this, you're probably gonna wanna wear 2, 3 sprays, you know what I'm saying? But if you wanna go to the club, you go ahead and spray 10, 15 sprays of this joint, everybody's gonna smell you, including the DJ or the artist. Trust me, this is a powerful, powerful cologne. So knowing the fragrance will be the second most important thing when it comes to getting compliments and helping the fragrance push. Another tactic that I employ when I want to help the fragrance out, help the fragrance push, or help the fragrance last longer, because ultimately I want it to hang around because I'm looking for compliments, it's implementing oils. Now, I grew up in New York, Bronx to be exact, BX stand up. I can't even claim the Bronx anymore because I've been in Florida for so many years, but out there, and I'm pretty sure around your way, in the malls and all that, you're gonna find these booths where they sell oils. Sometimes they sell oils that are mimicking certain fragrances. For example, Versace Eros Flame, which is something that the oil, which is something that I use with Versace Eros Flame, and so on and so forth. Whatever fragrance you could think, all kinds of oils that you can mix with the actual fragrances. Like this one, for example, is a tobacco oil that I purchased in one of those booths. And when I wear a fragrance like Dolce & Gabbana, the one Eau de Parfum, we understand that this fragrance doesn't last long. This fragrance lacks in performance. So when I wear this one, what I do is I grab this tobacco oil that I purchased for cheap, maybe like $5, if I can remember correctly, and I go ahead and apply this on my skin prior to using this fragrance. Not only is it gonna help the tobacco in this fragrance stand out a little bit more, but it's also gonna help the fragrance last longer because I'm using an oil barrier in my skin that's gonna help the fragrance push and not get absorbed so quickly through my skin. So using these type of oils, I recommend it. And speaking of oils, it's very important, one, when you wear a fragrance, you take a nice bath, you're clean. You wanna be clean, you wanna take a nice shower because that's first, that's the first layer. So you wanna make sure you at least tackle that. Second is hydrating your skin. Now it's very important. The deodorant that you wear is gonna have an impact on the smell. Try to go as neutral as possible with the deodorant that you use because it will impact, because you can smell it yourself and it's gonna impact the way you experience the fragrance. So take that into consideration. Two is the lotion that you wear. You wanna try to get something also that's neutral depending on the fragrance. You know, most dudes, me personally, I don't like lotions that have too much fragrance or perfume. I don't really appreciate that too much. So I do as natural as possible with as neutral smells as possible. For example, I kind of mix my own shea butter. This one is almost empty. I gotta mix another batch, but shea butter is a good one because one, it's oily, two, it's gonna moisturize the skin, and three, it's gonna help the skin, it's gonna help the fragrance last longer because it's gonna prevent the fragrance from being sucked into the skin quickly. Another thing that you can use or try is called vegetable glycerin. This is super cheap. You can get this super cheap, and this is found in almost every cosmetic that you can find. If you pull up your wife's, your girlfriend's, or your mother's lotion, look in the back in the ingredients, you're gonna see something that says glycerin. And this is what this is. This is just pure vegetable glycerin. It has no smell. It's clear and it's neutral. You can apply this as a lotion if you don't like, you know, those thick lotions, and this will do the same job. Another thing that you can do is, they sell this everywhere, man. Marshalls, look, I got this in Marshalls. Marshalls, TJ Maxx, you can go in there, or Amazon, wherever. You can go in there and get these type of body oils. You can use this in the face, in the skin, or wherever. And this is something that you can use to moisturize the skin and block the fragrance from being absorbed to the skin, helping the fragrance last a little longer and push out a little more. And we all know about this tactic, Vaseline. This is probably the cheapest and easiest. What I do with this is, depending on the fragrance, I would just, you know, apply it in certain areas where I'm gonna apply the fragrance, and I'll go ahead and I apply the fragrance after using some of this, and it does the trick. But the last trick, and to me, the most important trick after overspraying, depending on the fragrance, is applying the fragrance to your clothes. Now, there's many reasons why I kind of stay away from applying fragrances to my skin as much as possible. It's a lot of health reasons. We can get into that if you want to do that, because I'm like into, you know, I'm like a healthy freak. I'm careful, let's just say, of what I apply to my skin, because it is gonna go to your bloodstream right away. So if you don't care, or you don't know, or you don't want to know about that, that's cool. But I want to know what's coming into my skin, because it is going to affect you. So I try not to apply fragrances to my skin directly, but that's a whole nother subject. But 99.9% of the time that you apply your fragrance to your clothes, it's always going to last longer. Now, after you take off the t-shirt or whatever, yeah, if you don't want that smell lingering, you're going to have to wash it. But you should be washing your shirts anyway, so it don't matter. If you apply the fragrance to your clothes, to your shirt, it's gonna last a lot longer, it's gonna project more, and hey, ultimately, it's gonna get you those compliments, and that's why we're here. And there you go, my peoples. Yo, that was just a couple pointers that I wanted to share with you guys, some of the things that I do, some of the tactics that I apply. If I'm trying to get the fragrance to push out a little more, last a little longer, because ultimately I want to get some compliments, because that's what this is all about. Now, I'm not out here like a freak, running around like a maniac looking for compliments. No, that's not what I'm saying. But if you buy a fragrance and you pay $100, you want the fragrance to smell. You want people to smell it. Even though they're not saying nothing to you, you know they smell it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this is all about. But if you found value in this video, you can simply let me know by giving me a thumbs up, subscribing if you're not subscribed, hitting that bell so you can get notified the next time that I upload a video. I know I've been gone for a while, but I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna start doing the English videos now. I do have a Spanish channel, man, Fresco Scents. I'm gonna leave a link in the description if you want to check it out, if you speak Spanish. But if not, you can hang around here with me and